So there you have it. I was approached by a gentleman who found it necessary to bring it to my attention how he felt about me as he saw me. After his sharing of that information, it was almost as if he was totally comfortable with dehumanizing me. Someone taught him to see me. Somewhere he learned that seeing me beneath him, under him. You know how they say understand, which is something very difficult for the consciousness to do, because most of what they want us to understand, meaning stand beneath, stand under, is BS. When we recognize, as I didn't try to understand this young man. I chose to recognize that he was going through that which he was led to, taught to. I questioned him. Excuse me, sir, young man, whatever I could say to get him to recognize, not understand. Why would you want to take me out? Why is your mission to remove me from being part of this world's condition? Who have you given your trust to feel so confident? Whom have you been listening to that makes you feel hurting me is going to set you free from your reality? I mean, do you even recognize that there is a creator and I am a part of that creation? Well, maybe you've been taught and have fallen short. Maybe that this God that you were taught, this God that man has taught you to see in the image of himself, not a God that's in an image of that God's own. I mean, if I'm going to call your God him, well, I guess I'm going to have to call my God her. Because the God you're following, which leads you to want to hurt me, doesn't seem like one who's full of life and life's longevity. After all, why would he or someone you know want to lead you or mislead you to a place you don't need to go? Why would you not want to research and ask, why are these people per se darker than me? Why are these people not more when it comes to looking like more like me? Hue. We have like 12 strains of human. Each strain they genetically engineered to make us lighter and less hue. Lighter to erase our hue. So I'm going to ask you, my Caucasian brother and sister too, when you ask yourself, why is it you believe that you're white? I'd like to know, why don't you find out why your hue is lighter than my hue without taking their word for it when they say something about the third page or the fourth page or the ice age that created a frozen rage and stole my hue? No. You were raped of your hue by mankind. Genetically engineered. But you are still my brother. Whether you know it or not, you are still my sister, Caucasian. sisters and brothers. Whether you accept it or not, I love you because I'm not ignorant or ignorant enough to be turned against you. It's not your fault that you have not a hue. But it's also something you must remember. I did not this to you. I repeat, I did not this to you. It's sort of like so many lies have been told by our Caucasian images of Caucasians that we see. Let's take Shakespeare, for instance. They took a Caucasian male, to rape the art and work of a Caucasian woman. Shakespeare wasn't this great writer. More than likely, he may have been illiterate. Amelia, Lanier is the true creator of the work they lied to you and told you was Shakespeare. They have been lying to you for so long, our Caucasian brothers and sisters, and there's a reason for it. Their so-called higher level, which is our higher level also, that manipulates us all into this reptilian consciousness, they, in fact, are the ones who feel this way, teaching them to believe that they're this and they're that and more. But deep down inside, they weren't even here all that time to do all that. We have been lied to, my brothers and sisters, Caucasian. I don't believe in African American, that's bullshit. Humans. I'm talking to my Caucasian brothers and my humans. My human brothers who have a hue. Not saying my Caucasian brothers and sisters that I love don't have human in them, are not human. I do not say that. You damn right you're human. You're just minus or missing, or you've been raped of your hue, just as I've been raped of my origin. You too have been raped of your origin. The only thing you do know is that you're Caucasian. Look up what Caucasian means. There's a place in Europe, I believe they call it the Caucus Mountains. I'm sure they won't tell you all the truth, but there was a thing or individual, a part of creation, the Caucus Male. It was a Caucus man. Caucus Male. They're trying to say it was a rhesus monkey that they genetically engineered our brothers and sisters with, but I believe it was the Caucus Male. He lived in a cave. He didn't have the spirit that humans have. So he was used to genetically engineer a new strain of human. So how right or wrong this is, we could all speculate. But look, my brother, to bring you back up to date, I love you. Let's stop the hate. Let's create or recreate from the hate by removing the hate, because hate never made anything great. And if you're a hater, you can't be greater. See, when you try to hold me down, a part of you has to remain down there holding me down. So how the hell can you soar? Stop. Stop allowing yourself to be taught to hate. This country and what it stands for, you might want to hate, because it's no longer a country. It's a corporation that definitely is far from being great. With a man like that in office, or a male, he's not a man, with a male like that in office and a bunch of males as his crony, you can never make America great again. You can only make her hate again. And the sad part of it all is you are all blind by a hue. Man. You're all blind by a hue belonging to man. You too are eligible. You too have what it takes. You too were given choice, because you are human. You've just been raped of your hue. Just as I am a human, but I've been raped of so much more. when it comes to being raped and mentally lynched. We all have been mentally lynched. Just the fact that you believe there's something in your DNA that makes you supreme, that tells you you've been lynched mentally. When they tell me to hate myself by showing me in handcuffs and someone who looks like you in a uniform, you have to recognize that psychological lynching. I love you guys. You Caucasian gentlemen, love you guys. You Caucasian women, love you guys. Now, you Caucasian males, and you males who think you're African American, that's a whole nother story. You all need to sit down and learn something from each other. But the gentlemen, the Caucasian gentlemen, the women, the Caucasian women who are able to think on a higher plane, who are in possession of critical thinking, you know what I'm talking about. You know my love for you exists just as yours does for me. However, in America, there's so many different forms of a pretentious personality, and we have to fake it till we make it, we believe. But that's not true anymore, because no longer do you deserve to be deceived. You no longer have to devalue or dehumanize anyone else, enabling yourself to stand on their back to peer over the fence of your own reality. Do not allow your limited imagination to limit the imagination and kindness and love, as well as humanness, of others. With that, I'll let you guys go. I don't want to be hateful. I want you to know I love you. If you think that you want to hang me or string me up, that doesn't help you. Lift me up by being kind. Lift me up by sharing truthfully from your mind. Let's stop the hate. Let's refrigerate the hate. Humans deserve that, and we are all human. Just a different shade of hue. Take that, hold that, and let that be that. You enjoy today, because we don't know what they're going to try to take from us tomorrow. All of us. There's no African American. You never heard them say European American. Damn it, if you're American, you're American. If you follow the flag, you follow it. But I say symbols, like the flag is a symbol, are for the symbol-minded. Symbols are for the symbol-minded. You've been reminded. Bye for now. Peace.